I mean this in the most polite way possible, okay? I'm not trying to offend anyone. If anything, I'm actually trying to help, all right? If you're broke, you need to get on YouTube, all right? It just might be a solution for you, okay? I'm not promising you that it's going to be the answer to solving all your problems, but it absolutely can be the difference maker that you've been longing for, the difference maker that you've been looking for. You need to get on YouTube, okay? It costs you absolutely nothing, okay? You might be saying you're broke, but I'm pretty sure there's a very high probability that you have a smartphone, okay, that has a camera on it. A lot of people have that these days, okay? And even if you don't have one, get any kind of camera, any kind of phone that has a camera on it. Start with what you have, right? Fit in, get in where you can fit in. Use whatever you have to just get going and get started, right? We are in a time where things are kind of, favorable for smaller creators right now with what YouTube is doing. They seem to be pushing out, I shouldn't say seem to be because they actually are, okay? I'm sure you've been noticing even on your timeline, on your feed, right? Every time you get into YouTube, you're starting to notice and starting to see a lot more smaller creators, right? Smaller YouTubers popping up on your when you're browsing and stuff, right? Looking out for stuff. And instead of just consuming that content, you can be one of the people that's creating that content for others who are going to continue consuming. All right. If you're broke, you should strongly consider YouTube. You might think that you have absolutely nothing interesting to talk about, but I beg to differ, okay? There are so many people out there who are probably and possibly experiencing the same kind of things, the same kind of troubles, same kind of trials and tribulations that you're dealing with, that they are, that they're out there and they will relate to you, okay? So one of the things that like if you're just wondering like what on earth are you going to be talking about, right? Like talk about like your day-to-day life, like the things that you're struggling, the things that you're, the things that are giving you some kind of joy, whatever, like all the regular stuff that's going on with you that everyday people face, right? Talk about that stuff, right? Whether it's your job or lack thereof. As a matter of fact, I remember, I wish I could find that channel again, but I remember a while back I came across a YouTuber. He wasn't even a YouTuber, right? He decided to get on YouTube because he was he couldn't find a job, right? Like he had been applying for work, right? I can't remember if he lost his job or he quit his job with the expectation that he was going to get another job really quickly, but whatever the case may be, he did not have a job, and he was having a hard time finding another one. And he just started documenting it and talking about his interviews and stuff that he did, and things that worked, things that didn't work, and how he was just like stuck in his car in a parking lot and not having money to go eat and stuff like that. And his channel just grew like crazy. Like it just out of nowhere, it blew up. Like that is everyday regular stuff that people like. It's like the YouTube audience now, there's a huge massive there's a massive desire for just normal and everyday regular people, none of the glam and fancy effects and like the big production and all that. I mean, don't get me wrong, that stuff still has its place on YouTube. Do not make a mistake. Don't make the mistake, right? That stuff still has its place on YouTube, and there's they are still probably like one of the top most watched videos and stuff like that. But right now there is a craving. That's the word I was looking for. There is a craving for normal, right? Just regular, like what you're seeing right here, like just regular blokes like you and I, right? And that's the key right there. That's the answer. And even more than that, there is now, like, when you get on, if you don't know, for those who don't know, right, in order to get monetized through the YouTube partner program, right, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the previous 12 months, or 90 or I believe, or 10 million shorts views in the previous 90 days. Okay, so if you're someone who wants to post shorts, that's the other route you can be looking at. But focus more so on long form content, because that is what's going to be more suitable to your current situation, right? So just talk about the regular, like all the normal stuff that's going on in your life right now, and all the things that you're doing to try to change it and all that. Again, I'm not guaranteeing or promising you that you're going to have overnight success, right? It's gonna, like, this stuff can take time, but it can also happen really quickly for you, okay? It can happen really quickly. I'm not promising you or guaranteeing you that it's going to happen, but it can, and you're never gonna know until you actually start, okay? Right? You're never going to know until you actually pick up that camera, pick up that phone, whatever it is that you have, and start recording and start creating content, right? And once you get going, I mean, what else do you have to lose right now? Think about it. Like, especially, like I mentioned, like, if you're broke, like, it's not like this is going to cost you any money to get started, right? You have nothing to lose here and everything to gain. All right. So just think about it. You have no reason to not do this. Okay. And, I mean, if you're shy about being on camera and stuff, and you don't want to be on camera, well, there is, get creative, right? There's still opportunity out there for you, right? There are faceless channels now, right? People are creating content, creating videos where they're not necessarily showing their faces, okay? And that can be you too, right? So here's another, they're like, if you don't want to be on camera, what you can do is flip the camera around and just talk, right? While, showing footage of whatever it is that you're looking at, right? Like first person view, like, let's say you're going out on a walk, stuff like that. Going out on a walk, or you're people watching, whatever the case may be, and you're just taking footage and you're just talking in the background, right? And there's that element of mystery with that, right? And people might start wondering, you start gathering a following, and then, teasing people one day with maybe when you gather the courage to show your face one day, right? Like, people. And I'm saying this and smiling because I remember I like piano, right? I like to play the piano. And there was this channel of a musician who used to play the piano all the time. He would never show his face, never. And I've watched this, me alongside with many other subscribers, we've watched this guy for years. He's been playing. No clue. Like, we feel like we kind of know him, but we have no idea. We don't know what he looks like. And then, I guess at some point he started, like, maybe teasing. I guess he gathered the courage to eventually start showing, deciding that he's going to show his face, and the anticipation, and somehow that, started getting him even more watch time. More people started, that anticipation of wanting to see what this guy looks like that we've been following for ages, right? And, that type of stuff. So that's another angle. If you ever develop the courage one day to start showing your face, I mean, that might be a way to go, right? And I understand it. Like, a lot of people don't want to show their face because they don't want people to laugh at them, or like friends and family to discover and know what they're doing and all that type of stuff, or to start ridiculing them. But hey, if you're broke right now, what do you have to lose? Okay, you have nothing to lose. And here's the biggest thing. In addition to, while waiting to try to get monetized through the YouTube partner program, the best part about this is that you can actually start making money beforehand, right? The biggest combo right now, I mean, the biggest, like, the best thing that you can do for yourself right now is selling digital products, right? And all it takes is just, like, finding a digital product that is in mass demand, something that people want, leave a link in the description of your videos, right? And let people know that there's something there that's available for them that can help them if they want it. And that's a way that you can start making money before you get monetized through the YouTube Partner Program, okay? So case in point, for instance, right now, what I like doing is selling digital products online, be it as an affiliate or as, you know, as the owner of the products or so, right? And I like to tell people, especially, you know, those who are interested in making more money, right, that if they want to learn how to start selling digital products online, there is a training that I have in the description. It's going to be the first link in the description below this video, something that anybody can get access to and start learning how to do digital marketing and promoting products on the internet. Digital products more so because the margins are way higher. The product, so much more efficient, right? You don't have to deal with inventory and all that type of stuff, but it is a simple and basic way to start making money, right? Selling digital products with digital products that solve people's problems, okay? So that's the thing. You put that in a link in your description, or you create videos talking about the stuff in there, and that's a way for you to start making money. So combine the power of YouTube with the high potential profit that there is with selling digital products. Like, combine those two, and you've got yourself a winner there. Okay, so if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, put them in the comment section below. I'll be glad to answer. And don't forget, if you do want to get started learning how to sell digital products, check out that first link in the description below this video. Get your YouTube channel started and see how things shape up for you. Okay, don't pass this up. It's an opportunity. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. All right, I'll catch you in my next video. Ciao.